What's up? So on today's Adventures with Christopher, we are going to be looking at some plants. Let me explain. I got to the office today. Office, this is my desk. This is where I work on everything. Exodus, this room. Long story short. So, got here today and happened to notice one of my plants dropped off a little gift. If you didn't know this about Christopher, Christopher really likes plants. This is a type of monstera that has some like variegation going to it, which is like the white part. So typically plants are green, duh. But rare plants that have been selectively bred have these white lines and characteristics to them. So this is the type of monstera. You can see that little white. That's called a variegation, which is basically what happens is what is the word I'm looking for? It's a genetic defect which is just like sought after. So it's been bred, selectively reproduced and bred to have these white characteristics to the leaves to make them look pretty because it looks cool. So Christopher ended up getting one of these plants, this large one right behind me, for my aunt. But right now I'm in care of it because she lives really far away and I just haven't had the time to fly up there with a plant yet. So I want one myself, so this is a clone of that plant there. So, long story short, Christopher got here, found a dropped off little leaf that's not doing so well, and we need to take care of that. Upon further investigation, Christopher's little plant has root rot. I'm not happy about that. Let me show you what it looks like. So, this is the stem of the plant, and you see this little brown part. It's just starting, so it's not mushy yet, but eventually it'll get to the mushy part. And if it's mushy, that's no bueno. That's not good. We don't want that. So today we're going to be saving this little guy and we're going to cut him off right there before the node. This is a separation called a node. Before that node there. And we're going to hope to save both parts of this. We're going to try and save the root ball, root cluster itself. We're going to clean that, put in some hydrogen peroxide, make sure we sanitize it. And then the top part we're going to put into a Ermahanger flask to allow for water so it can root itself. So yeah, let's go take care of a giant monstera plant. Here we go. All right, so upon consulting with my aunt, who is a professional plant keeper, Christopher really likes plants. You can see I have a giant fiddle leaf fig right there. So yeah, I love plants. I have a lot of plants. Not so much here, but I do have a lot of plants because I'm a huge green plant person. I just like them. It's just the thing I like to do. So it makes this place feel a little bit more homey. So upon consulting with my professional aunt, that is a professional plant keeper, she was like, Christopher, cut the thing off, restart. So first steps first, let's get our little monstera. Grab this. Take our nicely cleaned scissors, and we're going to cut right below the node there. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. Done. Super easy. One clean cut. It's really what you need to get started. So here's what we look like. She's all nice and pretty. A little browning there, but that's normal because there's no chlorophyll going there, which is like the plant's energy production system. There is no chlorophyll going there, but this one's really nice and pretty. It's a brand new one. She was just starting to grow another leaf right there. So what we'll do is put her right into our Ermenheyer flask. Make sure that she gets all the water that she needs, nice freshly cleaned. And she's going to sit here for the next probably 2 months until she gets those nice little roots going and go from there. All right, let's clean the next one. Put her off aside. Get her nice sun. Let's clean off the root ball. Here we go. All right, we're back. So what we did is that we just made a hydrogen peroxide solution to clean and cleanse our little baby root ball here. So first things first is we need to take away any dead roots, cut away any dead roots, and also take away most of the soil that is already on this, because if that's the case, it's already been infected. We don't want that. So root rot is basically an infection within the root of the plant itself is where it starts because it didn't get proper aeration. My fault, my bad. I had this little guy in like a corner, totally away from sunlight and totally away from like heat. So there wasn't much going on where the pot itself couldn't allow for aeration properly. So what we're going to do here is clean off most of the roots that we can salvage, and hopefully we won't run into that problem again once we repot her. So here we go. It looks pretty mostly fine. I don't see too many rotted roots on there. There was definitely root rot going on. There was one really big one. I don't know where she went. She went somewhere. Probably that guy right there. But anyways, we clean off most of the soil here, get her all nice and clean, and then we will sanitize with some hydrogen peroxide solution and water. There we go. And we shall be nice and clean. Probably getting the stuff all over my desk. Oh well. Ah. There we go. Let's get some fresh soil, put her on in, and good to go. Oh yeah, nice and clean root right there. Ta-da! Here we are. I just took her outside. I got some brand new soil for her, so here we are. Don't make fun of her. She's average size, okay? Hopefully she'll make it, but I got some new soil in there, and she looks all pretty. She's a little bit more aeration this time. A little bit too large of a pot. I got yelled at for putting too large of a pot for her, but I think she'll be okay. I have new soil in there, so we should be all hunky dory. All right, I'll get you guys tuned in here in the next 2 months, something like that. Ermahire Flask 1 is thriving, so we're gonna leave her out in the sun. I'm gonna take this one and put her outside because we live in the state of Florida, and they basically grow native here, so she'll be just fine out there. That way she'll get proper aeration. It's a little cold outside right now, but she'll get proper aeration, and she'll be able to get as much water as she wants. Not too much water, because it's not the rainy season yet. It is the cold season. She'll be fine. So hopefully she lives. If we can salvage this one, we'll be really happy. That one should be perfectly fine, because she's nice and clean now. So yeah, let's go from there. Also, let me show you what she should look like, okay? Before somebody comes at me in the comments. Hold on. This is my actual monstera. Look at this. It's thriving. So I know for a fact I could grow them perfectly fine. That one was just my fault. It was my mistake. So I need a thumbnail. Thumbnail. Alright, thanks guys. Appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe. It would mean the world to us. Plant content was not on the books today, but you know what? Plant content is now on the books. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, we're good. Bye.